In case of your enemy being armed with some thrust or cutting weapon, for instance with a knife, in order to resist him in such a situation, the best solution is to arm yourself with something. Anything can serve you as a weapon. For example, a stick or a tree branch is a good protection against a knife. Look up. The tree branch is much longer than the knife. Therefore, it will keep the enemy at a greater distance. If the enemy approaches within reach, he instantly receives a hot lash at his face. Although such a lash does not cause great injuries, it causes a strong sensation of pain that immediately undermines his attacking spirit. An ordinary shopping bag can also serve as an impromptu weapon. First, holding the bag handles, one can deliver a powerful blow at the head. Second, it is possible to protect oneself with the bag against a knife stab by putting it up in the way of a blow and immediately delivering an elbow blow or a kick at the groin. It is possible to strike at the head with a swinging bag holding its handles and add a kick in a turn. A swinging blow with a bag combined with a kick in a turn is a good combination. However, you must clearly correlate the weight of the bag and blow force. Otherwise, you can be twisted. You can simply throw the bag at the enemy's face and use his confusion to deliver a series of blows. An ordinary plastic bottle with water can serve as a weapon. It makes the hitting range longer and preserves striking force at the same time. A bottle with water can be also used against an enemy's hand holding a knife. One can also throw a bottle at the enemy's face and then deliver a series of final blows. It is possible to throw even an ordinary small stick or a bunch of grass at the face. Even such light objects thrown abruptly and energetically, if they hit the face, will cause a pain effect and make your enemy involuntarily cover his face or try to avoid a flying object. A handful of soil or sand will give better effect. If you succeed in dusting the eyes of your enemy, he will be helpless for some time. If you fail to dust his eyes, at any rate, he has to turn his face or cover it with hands. It will give a good chance to end the fight in your favor. If you have nothing at hand, or it was too quick a surprise attack, or you have no time to catch something, you have to defend yourself with the bare hands against an armed enemy. First, it is necessary to watch closely all actions of the enemy and instantly react to his movements. Second, note at once the location of the knife in an enemy's hand, as one can forecast his possible actions by the position of the knife. It will make your task easier. If, for instance, the enemy holds a knife before him and the knife blade is pointed, or he makes cutting movements before himself from the right to the left and from the left to the right, it means for certain that he will deliver a cutting stab either from the right or from the left. To encounter the enemy's attack, you should dodge back and kick him at his groin or stomach. As a leg is longer than an arm, if it holds a knife, and, besides, you dodge back, you avoid an enemy's stab and kick him. With such a knife grab, you yourself can kick, but it is necessary to choose the right time for your attack and quickly kick.
Значит, соответственно, уже, так сказать, может примерно, так сказать, где-то примерно сколько его действий, так сказать, рассчитывать, какие будут, так сказать, действия противника.
But in any case, you must not try to intercept the enemy's arm and proceed to a painful method, as it can have tragic consequences. You don't know beforehand from which side, from the left or from the right, the enemy will deliver his blow. Moreover, his blow can be very rapid. Interception of enemy's arms and execution of painful methods on them can be used only if you know beforehand from which side a blow will be made. Let's suppose that your enemy delivered a blow from the right to the left. It means that his next blow will be delivered from the left to the right. That's why, after dodging his first blow, you have a chance to intercept his arm during the second blow. See that the man attacking with a knife delivers a downward thrust from above. The man in defense blocked the enemy's attacking arm with his right arm and at the same time puts his arm on the enemy's hitting arm. Then, without stopping the movement, press with your whole body weight to the enemy's attacking arm and put your right leg behind his right leg. These actions will result in tumbling down the enemy on his back and he cannot resist anymore. The danger of the execution of this method is that the enemy can deceive you and deliver a blow from below. As a result of those actions, you will be stabbed to death. Therefore, this method can be used only in the case when the enemy started his attack from an upward ripping stab from below. You dodge the first stab and immediately launch a close fight. The enemy makes a downward thrust blow from above. Now, when you know the direction of the blow, you can intercept his arm and execute a painful method. The same situation occurs when other types of knife stabs are used. Your enemy can easily change the trajectory of the stab and your method can become ineffective. Therefore, in fight against an enemy armed with a knife, never try to intercept his first attacking stab. The interception can be